for the wonderful session on Upanishad as we do doing every day. Gratitude from my side for giving this opportunity. Congratulations for you. From your side, you are able to make it every day. Friends, in our this morning session, we are having the Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhenam, Krishna Yajurvediya. Purpose of all the study of ours is to invoke the grace of the Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jaganmatru Tattva, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, so that our all Bhashya Abhyantara Vyaktitva Vikasa happens, facilitating us for our smoother outer life as well as undoubted certain inner spiritual evolution. In Shwethashwathara Upanishad, respected friends, we are into the third chapter. Here, the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa Varnanam is done. Along with that, very categorical terms, we are informed that only in the knowledge of that self or the Brahman, that there is the Chaturtha Purushartha Moksha Prapti, not by any other means. So very essential for us, because only when we become certain in that way, undoubted in that way, and ambiguous in that way, that fully we gather and apply all our resources and abilities only for this pursuit. He is a full-fledged, matured sadhaka. Then only the sadhana can happen. Then only the siddhi can be assured or achieved. So, with all our gratitudes to the Rishi Parampara and also to Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara for giving us this beautiful Bhashyam, and also to all our Acharyas, Gurus who are guiding, let us do our study today. Before that, we chant our Shanchame mantra 3 times. We do our small Sankalpa, then Upanishad Adhenam, very short. Start. Om Shancha me mayascha me priyancha me nukamascha me kamascha me saumanasascha me भद्रंच मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे अमृतञ्च मे अयक्ष्मञ्च मे अनामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे अनमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सोषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे अमृतञ्च मे अयक्ष्मञ्च मे अनामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे अनमित्रञ्च मे अभयञ्च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे अगेन ॐ शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे अमृतञ्च मे अयक्ष्मञ्च मे अनामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे अनमित्रञ्च मे अभयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Om Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhih Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatah Sarva Vedantah Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं सनातनधर्म संस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनादीनां द्वारा सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः भारतवर्षस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणाद् आरभ्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। Friends, what beautiful is this Upanishad. Every mantra, how informative, how inspiring, how encouraging, how educating is this. Lucky that we are getting these opportunities, more lucky that we are making use of that opportunities. By choice, let us be continuously lucky by not missing these sessions for any reasons, and no reason is worthy, no reason is so great that we sacrifice with our these Upanishadic Adhyanams. We can try our best. Friends, in the third chapter, today we will do what we have done, the 11th mantra, 12th mantras yesterday. Again, the summary of them. We have seen it, but through Bhashya we will again browse through once more for more clarity, for repetition, which is not wrong at all and which is required very much. Straight away, we are seeing the Sambandha Bhashya for the 11th mantra. One-liner. Then 11th mantra, chanting twice. Then 11th mantra's meaning. Then the 11th mantra's Bhashya meaning. See how much we are more deeply understanding and accepting the knowledge that is given to us through this Upanishad, the knowledge about the truth that is revealed here, how much we are able to grasp. That's what we are here for every day. So, idanim tasya eva sarvatmatvam darshayati. That Brahman, which was said in the 10th mantra, tataha yadu uttarataram arupam anamayam. we should have a lot of memory to remember what we have studied, the mantras, their meaning. That's why the Upanishads are taught in those ashramas where no other occupation is allowed. All the attention of all the students is exclusively in the Shastra, Shravana, Adhyayana, Manana, Chintana, so that knowledge is heard, knowledge is contemplated, knowledge is gained, knowledge is retained, knowledge is utilized, knowledge is lived and blessed with even liberation because of this knowledge. These necessities of our these type of preparations slowly should dawn in us. Like in any of the profession, the more you are single pointed, the more greater will be your performance and achievement. Nothing different here also. Right, friends? So, idanim tatra eva sarvatmatvam darshayati. Of that Brahman alone, sarvatmata is being shown here. And who is he? Uttarataram tataha. The Drishyatmaka Jagat, the Uttara, the Karana of this Drishyatmaka Jagat is the Maya. Then Uttaratara is the Sakshat Brahma. And Uttara means Karana. Karana means Vyapaka or the Atma of that one. Right, friends? That is why he said, Idanim tasya eva sarva atmatvam darshayati. So, as we tried to say yesterday, in every of the things, the two aspects are there. The Rupanamatmaka aspect to the substratum aspect. The without substratum, the Rupanama cannot be. And that substratum is one without second. This being so, that becomes the self of everything. And that is never objective, it is subjective. First, for everything, there is an Atma we have to realize. Second, that Atma of everything is one without second, we have to realize. Realize means intellectually apparent. Third, unless that is realized in experience, there is no moksha, we have to realize. Fourth, to begin with, that is realized within ourselves as ourselves. This is the most crucial aspect of a spiritual endeavor. Then one notes the necessity of becoming antarmukhi. Only in the heat of the highest level of antarmukhatva, gained through various guidances received from Upanishads and Gurus, whether you call it as gunatrayatitatva, avasthatrayatitatva, dehatrayatitatva, panchakoshatittatva, atmanatma viveka, drashta darshana drushya viveka, whatever the technique you follow. As we go deeper and deeper and deeper within ourselves, that truth about which the rishis are speaking, about which they have direct personal experience, we will also reach to. These are the things we have to remind ourselves so much that this alone becomes important occupation of the life. Now, shall we chant the mantra? Sarvanana shiro grivaha sarvabhuta guhashayaha sarvavyapi sa bhagavan tasmat sarvagataha shivaha sarvanana shiro grivaha sarvabhuta guhashayaha sarvavyapi sa bhagavan tasmat sarvagataha shivaha. See, in that calm and quiet mood of our mind intellect, with the literal meaning known of these mantras itself, when we do that little vichara inside, we can have the understanding as well as feeling about what is being said. And it's so touching, so beautiful. And imagine when we are always in this mood of elevated thoughts, sublime thoughts, divine thoughts, and not giving any chance for any other thoughts of the worldliness, then what is that which binds us? What's that which has the audacity and capacity to trouble us? These are the convictions till we gain, we are not matured. And they never come accidentally. And they all happen only when such certain processes of Nirantara Shravana Manana we do along with our Adhyayana. That is why the recommendation, especially having finished all our duties, jobs outside, spend every day in Tattva Shastra Shravana from our respected Gurus, Acharyas, and then Tattva Shastra Adhyayana Manana. Feel about it what is said. Now, see the meaning of it, how beautiful it is, how simple. Who is he? That Brahman, the reality. Sarva Anana Shiro Grivaha. Anana, face. Shiraha, head. Griva is neck. Sarva means all. So, all faces, heads, necks of whomever you see today, all of them are his only. And not difficult. If one actor can act in 300 movies, in all the 300 movies, he alone is there, no? Somebody's photographs are taken, and if they are all put in one album, though they appear to be 100, but are they are not of that fellow only, the ananas? Examples given to accept the possibility. In the same way, any face that is there in the world, it is of Paramatma. Because without him, that face cannot be. Any head that is there, it is of Paramatma. Because without Paramatma, that head cannot be. Any griva, the neck, is of that Paramatma. Because without him, the neck cannot be. Acha, only these three, sir. What about the other remaining parts of the Sthula Sharira, the Pranamaya, the Manomaya, all of them are his only. What is our position now? We think they all are ours, and because of them being us, being the owner of them, we are some specified individuality. परिच्छिन्नता कहते हैं इसको. Then such means other than you, such means other than the other beings, other than the world, other than the Paramatma. These notions, concepts have been encouraged by us from millions of lives. Now they are so strong that them alone we think are true. The Upanishadic gurus, the Shastras, try to break those shackles, to free us from all those wrong mental notions gathered. So strong. In that consistent effort only, slowly it starts happening. So then feel it. The difference between a Vedantic student and the worldly person is, for him, every expression is an individualized expression, separate from, isolated from each other and the totality. In technical language, called as the Dvaita Pradhanata, Dvandva Pradhanata. Beyond that, the intellect cannot think about something. For a Vedantin who is well versed, well educated, well trained, well contemplated, which takes sufficient time. In my opinion, minimum 2 decades from one guru, when we continuously listen to this Vedanta Shastras, that we'll be able to grasp the ideas that are being given and start contemplating, start believing. It's a beautiful process, and that time is worthy giving, which can otherwise sort out our otherwise samsara, which will continue for millions of lives. अब देख लो, इतना मेहनत तो बनता ही है. Think about it. So, the vision of the Bhashya Jagat Samsari is the Dvaita Dvandva Pradhanata. A well-trained Vedantin doesn't see the karya, which are many in number, in their forms, deluding. He just immediately saves himself by apprehending the karana and knows that that karana is one. Not difficult to understand. Like when a child does something notorious thing, even though little scolding the parents do, but they know the karana behind that child, that is my mistaken creation. So immediately they reconcile and they just come to the normal mood. Vyavahar mein, he may scold the father, but immediately knows that ये तो मेरा पुत्र ही है. Then he forgives him and loves, etc. Same way, the Vedantin, through his practice, strengthens in his intellect this samskara, that whatever my upadhis are presenting or giving me, the information about this particular expression, Maybe in this way. But I studied Shastra, I studied Upanishad. I have deeply contemplated. I know that behind every of these expressions, the denominator common, the substratum is that alone. So he is in the mood of reminding himself of that more than this. Like in my puja room, the idols are stones to others, those who come. But for me, if it is Shalagrama, it is Vishnu to me. If somebody says, "A patra kahan se laya," I become angry. How dare you say, "It is my Lord Ganesha." So I have developed it. In the same way, the Vedantin develops that vision. First at the thought level always. And remember, calling the Brahman as Jagat is Jhutu. But calling the Jagat as Paramatma is Sachul. It's a good mistake done. It is helpful later on. That's how the entire Gita, 7th chapter, 9th chapter, 10th chapter, how many vibhutis Bhagavan told. पता है कि नहीं देखो सब मैं ही ऐसा अभ्यास करो not for his sake, it's for us. So Sarvanana Shirogrivaha we touched upon. That every hands and legs, etc., wherever they are his only. It's a reflection of the mantra, Sahasra Shirsha Murusha Apurusha Suktam, Sahasra Shirshan Devam Vishwaksham, etc., of the Narayana Suktam. All Upanishads have Ekavakyata. So up to this is done. Now Sarva Bhuta Guhashaya. In every being's Hridaya Guha, the Paramatma is there. Even if you call them as Jada, they may not respond, but within them, in the core of them, as the substratum, he alone is there. Sarva Bhuta Guhashaya. Right? We will see that again with the Bhashyam. We'll spend 5-10 minutes. Then, therefore, this Paramatma is Sarva Vyapi. There is no time or place or object where he is not there. This is how, with the thoughts strengthened of that Brahman, value giving to that Brahman, at the outer level with the upadhis, upadhyukta expressions, whatever minimum we have to do it and save us in both ways. What is the both ways of saving? One way is reminding ourselves of the substratum. Second, minimum what we have to do outside, that also we are doing. No regrets, no guilts. Kitra majedar hai dekho. Sarva Vyapi, then Sa Bhagavan. He is called technically as Bhagavan for its own definition, which is from Vishnu Purana. We will be seeing that in next 2-3 minutes. Then Tasmad, be attentive. Sarva Gataha Shivaha. He is all pervading and is most decent Shivaha. Beautiful Shivaha. Peaceful Shivaha. Auspicious Shivaha. Therefore, Shanta and Ananda Swarupa. May we pray to the Divine to give that type of single-pointed Manabuddhi that these things just make sense in us. We are not distracted with our Kshipta Vikshipta Bhumikas, nor we are into the labyrinths of laziness of Tamoguna Bhumika of the Mudatha. Let these things touch our heart, pierce our heart. These sankalpas, day in and day out done, make us qualified for this sublime. Now we will see this with Bhashyam. Just 5-10 minutes. Mast Majadar. Shankara Bhagavan says, Sarvanana iti. Oh, my dear listeners, I am commenting on this mantra number 11 of this third chapter of this Shwethashwathara Upanishad, which starts with the Sarva Anana. Are you attentive? Have you given your mind, intellect to me, so that I'll explain the correct meaning of every of these words, thereby the total sentence, thereby the total mantra. Now, once the data is given by me, it is your job to reflect. It is your job to gain what is the knowledge said, own that knowledge, use that knowledge, come out of your own commotions. This is the meaning of Sarvanana, oh my dear friends. Are you ready? Can you be with me? In that way, we can feel the kindness of the kindest Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram. He says, Sarvani Ananani Shiramsi Grivahacha Asya iti. That is the meaning of Sarva Anana Shiro Grivaha. So Sarvani means all. Ananani means faces. Shiramsi means the heads. Grivahacha, the necks. Asya iti, of him. This is the meaning of this sentence, Sarva Anana Shiro Griva. And very simple thumb rule to us. And you are traveling in a bus. Just stand up and look at all the people. एक बार आंखों पे आंख मत मिलाओ, लड़ो मत. Then sit, close the eyes, remember all of them. How many ananas are there? How many shira? How many griva? Let us say 35, 40 in number. But can any one of them exist without the existence behind? That's called Paramatma. So simple. आप आधा घंटा, 1 घंटा, 2 घंटे जितना आप बस में बैठोगे वही आप अभ्यास करो ना. दिस इज कॉल्ड वेदांत अभ्यास. All are his only. Sarvanana Shiro Griva. That person may individually think that it is my head, my griva. Let him do it. But in my contemplation, without this substratum, these cannot be. Therefore, they all are his only. इसका करते करते इसी ज्ञान में हमको दृढ़ होना है. Second, the place of recognition of the Lord for us. What is he? Sarvesham bhutanam guhayam buddhau shete iti. Sarva bhuta guhashayah. So sarva means all. Bhuta means beings. Guha means buddhau. Shete means remains. Therefore, sarva bhuta guha shete. Sarva bhuta guha ashayah. Therefore, in the all beings, in the buddhi guha, Bhagavan is there. Whenever such word, the buddhi is heard, two things we have to understand. One is what? The knowing, knowledge aspect. Second is the knower aspect. Wherever the jnanam, wherever the jnata is happening, there Paramatma is there. And then here also, can there be the jnanam and jnata without neyam? No. And the gneyam is the outer word. Then what do we want? We want the Paramatma. What's the sadhana indicated is? Keep away the gneyam. Then the jnanam jnata also gets quietened. Then that Paramatma who is expressing as these three, he is revealed. These are the tips given to us for the dhyanam. So sarvesham bhutanam guhayam means buddhau shete iti sarva bhuta guhashaya. So any being who is perceiving this world, seeing this world, experiencing this world, responding to this world, our drishti should be in that being's hrudaya akasha, the aham which is expressing there, which is responding to the world. It is that Paramatma only. Before that, we have to do this abhyasa within ourselves also. So in me also, the aham who is doing spurana, janami who is doing, karomi who is doing, shrunomi who is doing, gachami, is one being only. But through each of the upadhi, he is different. With the legs, gachami. With the hands, karomi. With the mouth, vadami. With the ears, shrunomi. Are there so many me's in me? See, in Sanskrit also me is there. Shrunomi, gachami, vadami. Are there so many in me? Isn't it? Now, who is that me who is bereft of all this? That's the point of meditation. Attention on the dhyana sthiti, dhyana prayatna. करते रहो तो होता है. जैसे कुछ भी नहीं करो तो कुछ नहीं होता. जो करो वो होता है. जितना करो उतना होता है. और जिसको जिसने जो किया उसको उतना. तो हम ये करेंगे, कोशिश करेंगे. आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों लग जाएगा. है ना? Every saint of today was like us 500 years back, 500 lives back. और करते करते यहाँ तक आया. In this life, he's realized thousands of followers to him. Oh, ताली बज रहा है. You start now, next 500 years, आपके लिए भी सब बजेगा. But don't get realized for ताली. सर्वभूत गुहाशयः सर्वेषां भूतानां गुहायां means बुद्धौ शेते. Technical language में in that other than annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya, in that vijnanamaya kosha, where ज्ञाता, दृष्टा, मंता, श्रोता, श्रोता इत्यादि नौटंकी बोलते ना, हो रहा है ना, उधर वो भगवान इन एवरी वन ऑफ देम. Our attention is on what? In each individual, the buddhi, mana, indriyas may be different. Because of them, the abilities, perceptions, etc. may be different outside. But what the principal functioning is one without second. Beautiful, no? Somebody, because in his buddhi, the medical knowledge is there, is a doctor. और किसी में साइंटिफिक नॉलेज है तो साइंटिस्ट हो गया, पॉलिटिशियन है तो पॉलिटिकल नॉलेज है तो गुड, चलने दो, वो सब बुद्धि की बात है ना. उसके पीछे जो एक है, एक ही है, हमें उसके ऊपर ध्यान देना. नहीं दोगे तो वेदांत इज नेवर डन. सर्वभूत गुहाशयः सर्वेषां भूतानां गुहायां बुद्धौ शेते इति सर्वभूत गुहाशय. Let us refuse from now on to accept the differences because of outer expression. Let us give importance to one only truth. Like from my own hands, legs, one expression only happening, so too from all, one only happening. Like in my house, in all equipments, electrical, one bijli. In your house, one bijli. And your bijli, my bijli are not two. एक ही है ना. Examples का मदद ले लो to break those shackles of inability to accept. Problem with all of us is what? Many of us do not understand. Some of us understand but don't want to accept it. क्योंकि उसमें कुछ चीजों को त्याग करना पड़ता. People understand, like children understand what the parents say, but they don't accept because they have to sacrifice their enjoyments. गड़बड़ी वही होती है. तो let us slowly lift that level to say, चलो गुरु महाराज ऋषि आप अपने अनुभव से जो कह रहे हो ना सच्ची हो सकता है, उनके मेहरबानी के लिए एक्सेप्ट करो, फायदा हमको होगा, है ना. These inner shackles of non-understanding, non-acceptance, non-abidance, they are our own inner enemies. अब देखो जो वेदांती इन बातों को समझते लगता है ना, he will understand सबसे बड़ा भूत प्रेत शत्रु is himself, within himself he only. I am my own shatru. What is said by Krishna? Anatmastu shatrutve varteda atmaiva shatruvat is realized one day. And that day our war is no more outside. Whether it is Somvar or Mangalwar, Budhwar, the war is inside only, within our own lower mind and higher intellect. Isn't it? Lower mind following the vasanas, following the habits, etc. The higher intellect following the guidance of the rishis and muni. और जिस दिन इनका जीत होने लगता है, it is अपना जीत. Just like without reason we are miserable now, when the knowledge dawns, without reason we are happy. That's it. That's because जब खुल रहा है ना दरवाजा बंदा कल का, ताला खुलता है, जो बात पल्ले पड़ने लगता है ना, it's just like that only. Oh, inexplicable that joy. मजा आता है. Now, will sarvavyapi. Sarvavyapi is, remember, in every Chaitanya he is there. Chaitana Vastu. In every Jada he is there. Between those two Chaitana, two Jada, or one Chaitana, one Jada, whatever the seeming gap is there, remember, even in that also, which you and I call as emptiness or space, he alone is there. Because that space has to be certified as existing, no? That existence is Paramatma. Sarvavyapi sa Bhagavan. And why is called Bhagavan? Aishwaryadi samashtihi. Ishwaratva ityadi gunas are in their samishti rupa belong to him. Uktam cha. Otherwise this is said also where? Vishnu Purana. This famous shloka you all have heard many times. Aishwaryasya samagrasya. Dharmasya samagrasya. Yashasah samagrasya. Shriyaha samagrasya. Jnana samagrasya. Vairagyayoho samagrasya. Shannam. Shannam means set of the six, called as Bhaga. Iti Irana. Irana means saying. These six put together is called Bhaga. Van means Vala. Dhanavan, Gunavan, Buddhiman, Nitiman. So Bhagavan. So all of them are his. So in his immanent form, with all these six things in their Samagra Rupa, he being the owner, playing the play in so many specified individualized forms. Clear? We are given an freedom to identify with him or to separate from him. We are separating. That's a misusing of freedom. That's why we are suffering. Through all bhakti adi sadhanas, this separation, the individuality is transcended. We say through me, every faculty, he alone is working. That's the meaning of Bhashyam Shunvan Ityadi in Gita, Brahmanyadhaya Karmani, every of the things. What throughout Gita, Bhagavan says, Manmana Bhavat Bhakto Bhava, including, he never leaves till 18th chapter, 66 sloka, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam. In that, disown the upadhis and own me. We are doing now what? Disowning the Lord and owning the upadhis, which are limited, and we are suffering. Suffering in the limited company, unlimited way. And if you want to see a cartoon and enjoy, look at the mirror. You don't need anybody better. Now, Bhagavati yasmat evam tasmat, therefore sarvagataha and Shiva. He is all pervading and being one without second, being infinite. There is no Ashivata in him. So he is Shiva, he is Mangala Swarupa. So like this, each of the mantra and bhashya keep our intellects intactly on the mood of understanding or contemplating on the reality. अब ऐसे करते रहे सत vasanas will grow. Like in Vivek Chodam, सद्वासना क्वांटिटी जब बढ़ता रहता है, असद वासनाएं चले जाते हैं, है ना, सद्वासना को, है ना, एवं निरंतराभ्यस्त ब्रह्मैवास्मि वासना हरत्य विद्या विक्षेपान रोगान रसायनम we see also in Atmabodhati. So please friends, any of our outer or inner influences which try to take us away from this Tattva Shastra Adhyena Shravana, guard yourself against them. एक चीज को पकड़ो हर दिन, वही शास्त्र अध्ययन है, बाकी होता रहेगा. Thank you. We'll continue with the beautiful 12th mantra tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamaday Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarishibhyo Brahmane Shruti Matre Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you.